Private Aaron McClure, who lived in Ipswich, was just 19. He died when a bomb was dropped by an F-15 jet. And within the last few minutes, it's been confirmed that the American aircrew involved are based at RAF Lakenheath in Suffolk. In a moment, Andrew Sinclair with more details. But first, Kevin Birch, who's been to meet Aaron's family.
For Aaron's parents, Lorraine and Carl, the pain is unimaginable. They say their feelings are of devastation and numbness. Understandably, they remain too upset to talk, but Aaron's uncle paid tribute on their behalf to the teenager they've lost.
It's an old cliche in circumstances like this when I keep saying this to people, you always hear he was the best boy in the world, he was a great lad, but he genuinely was. He was an example. He was only 19, but he's an example to us all, you know, and we're very, very proud of him, but we wish we still had him with us, you know.
All around the front room there are cards and messages, and on the walls reminders of Aaron, who died on Thursday with two colleagues when the bomb from an F-15 plane exploded. Today the family had a message for the other relatives.
They would like to send their thoughts out to the families of the other two boys who were killed, and also the two boys that were injured. We pray for you, and we know how you're feeling.
Outside the house there are flowers and cards for Aaron and candles of remembrance burn. The tributes are touching. One says, "You were the bravest cousin in the world. I will always dream of you. I will tell all my friends about you and be proud of you. I love you so much."
You know, I'd been woken up by a phone call and I thought I was in a dream, and I kept hitting myself and pinching myself to get me out the dream that I was having, and I haven't woken up yet. We just want the truth. We just want to know what happened. You know, we deserve the truth. We all deserve the truth.
Tonight, a military service for Aaron will take place in Afghanistan. Then his body will be flown back home. Kevin Birch, BBC Look East, in Ipswich.
Well, both the MOD and the American authorities are promising a full investigation, but will we ever find out what really went wrong? Here's Andrew Sinclair.
Well, Susie, you'll remember that the former commanding officer of the Royal Anglians told us on Friday that being killed by the enemy is one thing, but he said it's a very bitter pill to swallow when it's a mistake by your own side. And it's not just Aaron McClure's family who want answers. The family of Robert Foster from Harlow, another of the victims, had this to say at the weekend.
At the moment I'm very, very angry, but I have nowhere to focus my anger until I find out what has actually happened and how it happened. How can somebody get something so wrong?
Well, a few minutes ago we learnt a little bit more, with US Central Command confirming to us that it was an F-15 based at RAF Lakenheath that dropped the fatal bomb. But they gave no more details. We do know, though, that there are around 24 planes currently out there providing regular air support. Part of the problem in Afghanistan is that with the fighting at such close quarters, it can be very hard to hit the right target from the air. An inquiry is underway, but the Americans have in the past been reluctant to say too much. Earlier this year, a coroner criticised them for failing to properly explain this friendly fire incident 4 years ago.
I think it's in the interest of the United States of America to produce what evidence they can and should, and I suspect that if the families are absolutely devastated, the American airman who carried out that strike is also going to feel devastated. You know, these guys aren't cowboys. They aren't doing it, as it were, for a bit of fun. They're doing it in support of what they think are their allies.
And this incident just once again highlights just how dangerous Afghanistan is at the moment. There are around 1,000 personnel from this region currently serving there, and they're coming under fire on most days. All are due home in the next few months, and for their families, that can't come soon enough.